Morning everyone, welcome back to Coach Home UK. This video is the second part of the header tank move, the rerun of all the plumbing and the airbox for the front heating. So hopefully we'll get it all in and all working. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So, first task is to actually try and get it off. WD-40, that's what the issue is. Oh, this is going to want to come off. Oh, it actually moves. As usual, the only spanner to do it is the whirly spanner. Next was to refurbish the heater and airbox from under the dash because it was now far too big to fit in there with the header tank. Might as well clean it, I suppose, since it's out. Get rid of some dust, make it better. And then on to figuring out where all the pipes were and how to refit them. So we've got one comes down there, goes into that pipe, and then we've got this pipe that's supposed to go into the other one. But what I'm planning, if I can bring this back, as you can see, as it goes under there, it then bends now because I've moved that one to put it in directly over there. So I'm thinking if I bring it straight down and then under there, away from that, so I'm going to drop it down there. So if I undo that, take that one back, stick it through there, then come across, could come straight to there, and then back that way. See if it works. Ah, okay. Turn it around. I needed to come up with some sort of T-pipe piece of plumbing, so sat in the garden, had a bit of a twiddle, and come up with a big pipe going into a small pipe. That was complicated. Okay, we got that one in, it's there, that's connected them two, all sorted, that's that one bent again, all the way round to there. What to translate? Then back inside to prettify the heater box. I had the idea of cutting up the original airbox and using some small strips of itself to weld up a smaller airbox. Tried doing it with a heat gun, but that didn't quite work, so went to the big guns. This works surprisingly well. Using small strips of the offcut, I managed to weld up a far smaller box. Luckily this isn't necessary to be watertight, just air-ish tight. And I think it's working. Look at that for a weld. Welded up there as well. It's rough, but what do I need? What do I need? I know some of you out there are thinking my methods are madness, but you use what you got, so bricks it was. Next was to take out and shorten more pipes and figure out where everything was going to go. So now this is as close up to there as it's going to be, so hopefully the fan's going to sit straight on there with a bucket, and then this plastic piece that I'm making fit in there, and then one tube coming out, I don't know, through there for heat out that way, one going that way onto the driver's feet, and then a couple of tubes going up here. I don't know if you can see that. Plan is put a pipe in there, connect it to this, slots all in the pipe, blows onto the windscreen. Job's a good one, man's a genius, allegedly. pretty damn good. It's plenty good enough for what it's going to be like. Okay, next, the wood had to come up off the floor so we could get the steel to fit and screw it in. Now this should have taken about 5 minutes because there's only 4 screws holding it in. But I couldn't find the 4 screws. I didn't know which holes they were in. I couldn't see them with a torch, so I needed more help. Brought Gemma in for her eyes. She couldn't find them, so I brought Kevin for his eyes. He couldn't find them either, but came up with a few more ideas. So we ended up vacuuming it out because they must be full of dust, and finally started to find these screws. So this whole process in the day took almost an hour. I think it was about 2 minutes short of an hour to finally get that last screw and pull the wood out. So the trusty old template finally finished, so it was out with the old and in with the new. Who needs all these newfangled machines? Well, me, to be honest, it would be nice. Smell that.
So while Steve's finishing off stealing the box, I'm painting where it's all going to go.
Okay, with it all built up and the paint dry, it was time to fit it. So we got all the plumbing sorted, screwed it in and see if it worked. Okay, moment of truth. Really? No, flat batteries. Okay. Right, we did find out that the trickle charger that I've had on the battery all the time, it is an automatic 12 volt, 24 volt. Apparently it decided that the batteries were 12 volts and charged it up to 12. So we had about 13 volts in them. So quick charge, quick boost, got it all sorted, and this is the startup. water. As you can tell, I was getting very excited about no leaks. There was no leaks on the first one. There was no leaks there. There was no leaks on that, which I really expected to leak. No leaks on the small one. All the way to the back. The last two, no leaks there. And no leaks there. Absolute amazing. I can't quite believe it. So far, there is no leaks. And the temperature's going up gradually. We're on 60 degrees so far. So I'm going to leave it ticking over. Fingers crossed. That water level goes down a bit. And I think I filled it right. How? I don't know, but I filled it right. Excited! So, that's just about it for this video. Everything's working, all the plumbing's working. Got a floor down, starting to work my way down the back. Next video that comes down the front of the coach will be building the dash and connecting up the pipes and making sure that all the air flows up and down and gives us some warm feet. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see some more and hopefully see the thing finished eventually, please subscribe, tick that bell so you get notified for everything that we put up, and please give us a thumbs up for this one. Thanks a lot. See you next time.